Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. Now, a couple of days ago, one of my good friends from my Redskins YouTube channel, his name is BurgundyFlyGuy, awesome guy. I think we were separated at birth. Awesome guy once again. But he sent me this link because we're also friends on Facebook, and unlike myself, because he's a lot more calm with his channel, he doesn't really talk about some of the things that happen throughout the country with police brutality, things like that. He's primarily with his YouTube channel. Great channel, by the way, Burgundy Fly Guy. I love you, man. Anyway, he sent me this link from this young woman who has a video called Dear Fat People. Now, the video itself, I'm pretty sure it's gotten around. It's gotten a couple of views. It looks like, from what I saw, about 3 million views. So he sent me this link, and he had a couple of strong words to say, which I didn't think he cursed, but he's a grown-ass man, so he can say what he wants. And he just wanted me to give my take on it, because he knows from my Facebook page, and always going back and forth with someone over something. That's just how I am. But I listened to this video, and this skinny bitch, and I'm just gonna say right here now, let me make sure I get this correct. I don't really care to call women bitches because I have 4 sisters, I have 2 daughters, and I certainly would want them to be called bitches, but I don't try to call women bitch. Sometimes it's just a force of habit. But this bitch, she deserves that title, rightfully so. Now, in her own entitled and privileged way, she says a lot of things about people who are bigger than she is. Now, for me, when I'm looking at the video of her, one, she caked herself with makeup because it's apparent that she's got some sort of self-image problem where she's got a cake on makeup and put streaks and highlights in her hair and shit like that. To each his own, I say. And then, of course, she's wearing a tank top, you know, showing a little bit of cleavage. And like I said, for me, this skinny heifer, she has the nerves to talk about someone's size when, in actuality, she can go and have a couple of burgers and a hug and shut the fuck up. She needs to eat. And she needs to also understand that in this day and age, skinny motherfuckers like that are probably less healthy than people who are bigger. Now, I'm not going to sit here and advocate people who just sit down and, through an act of gluttony, they just shovel all kinds of shit in their face. Because, in truth, a lot of people have medical conditions in which they're just bigger naturally. And the stereotype that all big people are big simply because they eat, that's not the case. They might have a thyroid problem. It could be genetics. Whatever the case is, being big doesn't mean that you should be attacked or attack someone that's not as fucking anorexic as you are. She's sitting there talking all this, but behind the camera, if you see her walking around, her ass is probably as flat as an ironing board. But for this privileged asshole of a woman, I'm going to say that, she's way off base when it comes to trying to shame big people, trying to say that there's no such thing as big bone. I don't really go for things like that. I know a lot of people that are big, but I don't judge them simply because they're big. Yeah, every now and then I'll see a little fat kid, you know, screaming in Walmart because he can't get a Snickers bar and he's screaming. And I'm blaming the parent because they need to whoop his ass. But do I sit there and blame people? I don't have a right to, because I know me at 6'1", I'm about 190 pounds. And most of my life I've been slim. And at 44, because I'm getting older now, I'm starting to put some weight on. And I'm doing my best to age properly, so I hit the gym because I want a little bit more bulk. But I do have a little bit of a pooch, a little bit of fat in the midsection, and I'm working on that. But there are a lot of big people that I see in the gym that go in and put as much work in because they want a healthier lifestyle, and more power to them. But will I ever talk about them simply because they're bigger than me? Absolutely not. And this person, I'm not going to say her name because I'm not going to give her any publicity. The fact that I mentioned her title, if people care to look, they're going to end up searching for the title Dear Fat People, and they may come across her. They might find a reaction video, and this is what this is. This is just my comment as a response to this narrow bitch I'm going to leave it at that because I think I've said enough. But I just wanted to get this off my chest because she's wrong for what she said, and she doesn't seem to realize that it's the person inside that makes an individual, not so much outside, because you can be plus size, big, buxom, portly, whichever adjective you want to describe for someone that's big, but the beauty comes from the inside, not so much the outside, because there's a lot of people that are fucking awesome that are bigger than I am, but that doesn't make them any less of a human. And the stereotype that you can't sit down next to them because they're going to try to eat their food and your food plus the table, that's not the case. But this skinny bitch right here, she definitely needs to eat some more, and she needs to eat a lot fast. Anyway, if you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit me up on Facebook. Peace.